This is Mario Central. Bing, you've got mail. I accidentally walked up here and found out that it's down woo with Sifit. Egon, care to explain your down woo? Dear Nick, hello, this is my first email. I'm sorry that I sent an empty message by mistake. I also apologize for the misspellings. I'm embarrassed by these mistakes and will... Egon, man, you've got to brush up on technology just a little bit. Just a tad bit, man. You can't cut off messages. You can't send me a message that says down woo with Sifit, because that makes me think that you are some random stranger sending me weird messages. I do not take kindly to that. Imagine just getting that. Down woo with Sifit from Egon. That would be the weirdest thing ever. Oh my god. Imagine getting a text message like that. Oh my god. You know what's funny? As much as people make a big deal at how, because people are texting now, they're creating their own language, and people don't know how to write. It's funny, I'm not one of those people, because I actually don't text at all. I hate to, actually. It gets so tiresome on my fingers, and I just get annoyed of it. And it takes too long. I just rather call somebody, you know? And it's funny, with spelling mistakes, I tend to really find those funny for some reason. I don't know what it is, like it's, you know when I made that mistake of spelling Athena wrong? Oh, Mir B, wait, where? I would quit this now if he's kind of close. Real gum? Man, you know, I don't want to go through that right now. I don't know, we'll see if I pass this next battle, and it doesn't take that long, then maybe I'll go there. He'll probably have the Eradicate waiting for me. But I don't know, I might just skip him for this time. I might just save the captures that I do not get until after I'm completely done this area before the final boss. That's what I think I'll do here. It's funny, this isn't really much of a puzzle. It's just kind of pushing blocks down to disrupt the lava. You just kind of have to find out where they are. It's not too hard of a puzzle, but I'm glad they just kind of put that in there to differentiate just a tad bit. That's something, like, I think Pokemon can benefit from. If they made like some more clever puzzles instead of just having sliding ice puzzles and block pushing things, I think if they were to have a bit more clever puzzles, kind of like how, not Zelda quality, but something a bit more clever, it would be nice. That's why I really hope, like with X and Y, they would do the same. But it's funny, as I was saying with spelling mistakes, I'll actually talk about that. Like, when I had made that Athena mistake, oh my god, the first time I saw that, I couldn't stop laughing for a good while. Oh man. Dude, that guy must have... Think about it. He was on the ceiling of a volcano. That's pretty good, I will admit. I mean, I gotta give you props to that, man. You were waiting that long on the top of a volcano. That is pretty impressive, I will admit. And this is not good. I didn't send out the right team here, because he's just been having fire Pokemon after fire Pokemon, and it really hasn't helped Shift Tree all that much. That's why I didn't want to use Sunny Day, because it was going to hurt him in this situation. Unfortunately, I really have no choice at this point. But, man, he was able to hold up there for so long, and then just come down and be like, hey, well, how's it going? And he has enough gall to battle me. I will admit, I am very proud of you, my sir. You have done a very nice job. And I'm going to switch out James, because I want to get some experience off of Ninetales. She's actually lasted a bit more than I would have expected. It's just because I haven't had the super effective move, and this guy keeps hurting himself. So it just hasn't been working out. Oh, buddy! Oh, I was hoping he wasn't going to use that on leave, and he didn't. I thank you for that. Now I'm just going to finish Ninetales in one shot, and that is not going to happen now. Great. But as I was saying about spelling mistakes, it's funny. I really find spelling mistakes funny. Like, anytime I see them, I kind of laugh for a long time. I don't know what it is, it just makes me laugh, because it's the way it's pronounced, right? Like, there was this one time I had went to a place, right? And, who goes to places? But, they wanted their shoes on the racks, right? And that's understandable, you don't want to get the floor all messed up. And on the sign, you know, they just said, please leave shoes on racks, right? Which is fine, right? There was no spelling mistakes there. The spelling mistake was when they said thank you. Instead of having the N in thank, they put thack you. Oh my god. I'm sorry, but spelling mistakes make me laugh a lot. Anytime I see those things, that's why when I had made the Athena mistake, I had after I saw the video and I realized I had made that, I couldn't stop laughing for a good while. Like, it's weird. I know you might consider me weird for doing that, but I don't know. I find spelling mistakes funny. Like, I was just saying Ethina. I was just, it's just funny to me. Oh my god. I'm such a weird person. You probably are like, what the hell did I describe to this guy for? Oh man. By the way, thanks to all of you that have been just flowing in recently. Honestly, it's very nice of you guys to recognize me in that way. I'm very glad that you see me as one of those great guys, and I will continue to do this for as long as I possibly can. And before I captured that Magmar, I didn't really get to explain much about him. Magmar is one of those guys that needed an evolution pretty dang badly. I mean, he can hold its own from the start, but then after that, it was really a problem, because then you were like, well, how can this guy hold up? And he's not the worst. Like, he can actually work out way better than Sneasel and stuff. But he really did need an evolution, and he got that in Generation 4. So I suggest, if you don't have a fire type that isn't a Charizard or a starter or just someone even better, right? And you're looking for that starter, that guy, that, you know, fire guy, just to be there to have if you can't get an Arcanine or Ninetales or whatever. Actually, it's probably better to go with Magmar than Ninetales, to be honest with you. Then choose Magmar, because he's got good power. He's a decent Pokemon. It's just he's not going to survive a lot of hits, whereas Magmar kind of does. So, if you want, just wait until the later generations. Now, Pinsir, this is a man I really need to talk about. Generation 6, are you listening? This man warrants evolution. Honestly, he's great. Honestly, I really like Pinsir. He's cool. I like him as a bug type. He's a strong bug type guy. But Pinsir, I think he really needs an evolution, man. Like, honestly, if he were to get an evolution, I think that would be outstanding. Like, you think about it. He would, I could even imagine him too. Like, he's just kind of like a more bigger bug with bigger pincers. I mean, they could do a lot of situations with that. Like, there are some Pokemon that need evolutions, and I think Pinsir would benefit from one. He's a great Pokemon. I still think you can use him. Like, he's not like Magmar. Like, Pinsir is actually usable. Like, I really... Not that Magmar isn't, but I think Pinsir is more usable than Magmar is. He's one of those single evolution Pokemon that are done right. Kind of like Heracross, right? I really like those two. And those two should get an evolution, although they probably won't. But I would like to see them evolve. That would be interesting. But as I said, I do like Pinsir, and I wonder if you guys use him too, because the thing is, although I do like him, I've never used him before. Pinsir? No. Now thinking about that, I've never used him before. I've used Heracross, I used him in my last LP, but I never used Pinsir before. I probably should have done that in this one. That's okay, another time, when I'm able to catch a Pinsir by itself, because, as I said, bug Pokemon are cool, you just gotta have the right one, or have a Pokemon with great stats, which Pinsir does have. I think he has, like, a decent enough bulk to take hits, and he can dish out a lot of damage. I mean, you think about Megahorn. Woo! That does a lot of damage to anybody. Kind of like how Heracross Megahorn pretty much one-hit KO somebody. It's pretty crazy. Take my thunder! I really like the fact that Jolteon, or Ms. Fox, has been so accurate with this thing. It amazes me. Honestly. She's been doing a great job. Like, she hasn't missed much with that move. I'm very impressed. I've read somewhere, I don't know if this is true, but someone had told me that electric Pokemon get a more accuracy boost if they use Thunder. Is that true? I don't know if that's true or not. I'm not that sure if that's true or not, because you know, I've had some electric Pokemon miss quite often, mind you, like Ampharos. I think they said it would get like a 13 or 15% accuracy boost. I really don't think that's true, because the only Pokemon I know gets a accuracy boost is actually till Generation 5, and that's oh man, I'm forgetting that Pokemon. It's a bug and electric type. He's a pretty cool Pokemon. I actually really like him. And he's the only one, because he has that ability. It's like Compound Eyes or something, and he gets like a 15% accuracy boost. So it's pretty cool. He's the only Pokemon I know can do that, but apparently all electric Pokemon do that. I don't think that's true though. I honestly don't think so. I'm not entirely sure though, but Miss Fox hasn't been missing very often. She's been hitting those thunders left and right. Like, the only time I missed was probably during the beginning, and ever since then, since I taught this move, she's just been hitting it every single time. Even when the sun is up, when the sandstorm's up, she's still been hitting it. It's surprising. Like, I'm not used to it hitting that much. Like, usually when I have it on an Ampharos, like, good lord, man. She misses left and right all the time. But before I go forward, I really need to heal my Pokemon. Or, you know what? No, let's have Crow's Effect for the first time in here. And, oh, no! The mirror... Oh, are you serious? Really? Now you decide to lose the... Oh. I thought for sure, once I'm done that fight, I should be able to go and get Mirror B's Pokemon. But, of course, that isn't going to happen. Mirror B decided to run away at the last second. Oh, that's fine. That's alright. I'll just get him after I'm done everything. Oh, man. And it's funny, just as soon as I got outside, that's when it decides to tell me, oh, the mirror signal is lost. I love the timing of this game. It really knows how to push my pressure points. One thing I'll admit, as I said with this area, it's a very, very good final area. What I really, really like about this final area, listen to the music. The music is absolutely outstanding. Just listen to it for a second. That music is so beautiful. Wow. Dear Nick, I hope you are well. I wrote you a haiku poem. If Team Snag'em goons cause trouble in the desert, go and sandbag 'em. Good haiku, Mr. Egon, sir. I will take that to heart, and I shall use it to propel myself to victory. Oh my god, that is hilarious. I don't think that's much of a haiku, but you know what? I give you credit for trying. Good job, Mr. Egon, sir. Let's face her, actually. Sorry, I can't tell you what I'm doing at this dead end. I thought she was actually gonna battle me before I went and got that item. I guess not. She doesn't even know what she's doing. I don't even know what I'm doing at this dead end. You know, it's just I'm here and I just feel like being here. Well, haha, you thought there was no one this way, did you? You're not getting off the hook that easily. Here comes a Magarko. Alright then. But honestly, getting back to that point of the music, don't you think that is perfect for this final area? Like, honestly, that's what irritated me a little bit about Pokemon Colosseum. They used that same theme over and over again. Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 da 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 da. Every time you would enter an area where Cyphergoons were at, it would play that theme every time. That's something that irritated me. It's a good theme, but you play it once too often. It gets really irritating. And it's surprising that, you know, this game, again, saying that it improved so much is, you know, it's not even a stretch of the imagination. It improved a lot of things. And just hearing this final area music, it really goes to show you the effort they put into this game. Like, I really think they made this game head and heels above the last one. Like, that final area song always is good. It has that nice slow part which you listen to. It has that dun 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 da 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 da. Like, it's a really, I don't know, I really think it's perfectly suited for this area. Like, it couldn't have been done better. Like, I honestly really do appreciate the theme, and it's kind of, I think it's a minute and a half, so it loops over again, so it's kind of long, so you don't get tired of it that easily. And honestly, I really like this final area. And before I get even more off track, let us talk about the Pokemon we have right here. Magarko and Rapidash. You know, Magarko is one of those interesting Pokemon. He's a rock and fire type. That's a weird type, man. I mean, you think about the weaknesses it has. ×4 effectiveness water, ×4 effectiveness earth. That sucks. Like, with camera up, it's acceptable. At least he only has the ×4 effectiveness to water. But jeez, 2 ×4s? That's terrible. I absolutely hate that. And Magarko, unfortunately, I would be fine with it if he was good enough. But with Magarko, I don't know. I don't really like him that much. His stats are kind of average. He's not a terrible Pokemon. Like, I've used him from time to time. But honestly, there are so many better fire types out there. Like this one, Rapidash is awesome. I have loved Rapidash. Don't you think it's cool that they just had a flaming horse? I mean, seriously, think about that. A flaming horse. That is awesome. It's like a heavenly Pegasus. You know, it's really, I really always like the style, the look of him. And I always really like this Pokemon because, as I said, I prefer Pokemon that are fast and hit hard. And Rapidash does that. I think Rapidash, unfortunately for him, gets more better until Generation 4. Generation 3 previous isn't really that good because Rapidash has more of a physical attack power. It's not really a special attacker. It is somewhat, but it's not the best. And that's why I think it gets even better when it learns moves like Flare Blitz, because it's pretty much an all-or-nothing Pokemon. You go out there to dish major damage. It can't take that much. So that's why it's an all-or-nothing. You learn at Flare Blitz, you learn at that stuff later on, and it becomes a devastating Pokemon. Like, I really like it compared to Ninetales and stuff later on. Although this generation, he's still usable. I still like him, but I prefer Arcanine a lot more better. But definitely, he gets a lot more better as the generations move on. I really do like Rapidash. It's definitely a better choice than Magarko. Magarko's terrible. Now, another thing I'll mention about this final area, notice the settings we've been in. Like, I really like that. First we were in this room with pipes, then we get into this room with the whirlpools, then we're now encased with lava, and you know, you're always doing something different, and you're always in a different room, right, in this final area, and it really, again, it's so much more better than the final area in the other game, right, in Pokemon Coliseum, because all you're just doing is just going in Railgun Tower. It's a new area, sure, but you're just going into these rooms where they're just kind of sitting in one room waiting for you, and it's like, it's cool and all, but I would rather have this full-scale area like this one. It just, honestly, I really like this area. I really do. Take that, Ninetales. Haha, okay. Now, it's funny that actually survived an attack from Bluebee, but Ninetales does have good defense. It's just, my Bluebee is not that high leveled yet. It's funny, we haven't used these guys in a long time. Think about it. Like, wow, this is like the first time I'm using them since I got them to this stage. This is going to be a very good team of mine. I really like this team because, especially with Earthquake, Walrein can rest like that, and he can wake up like that on the very next turn, so it just works out all the more better. I'll use a Hyper Beam on him and an Ice Beam on Tropius. Hopefully this does the job. Crow's Effect. Darn you. You broke my heart, man. You done broke my heart. You could've used a Hyper Beam, but you didn't. It's all your fault. Oh man, that's okay. It's okay. You can get him on the next turn. I just want to see the power of Hyper Beam, because this man can utilize it. This is why I wanted to leave Sunny Day and teach Hyper Beam instead, because it's so much more better. And that is good. Look at this man take hits now. Oh my god. I really am looking forward to just the later portions of this game. This team I'm really confident in this team, like, honestly. Boom! I've always liked the way Hyper Beams and Hydro Pump and stuff, the really strong moves look in this game. They really make it look powerful, like, especially Hyper Beam, like, you get this whole red aura kind of going, and then boom! Here comes this white beam, the most powerful of them all. I really, I can't state enough how much I like this game, honestly. It's too hot here, I can't focus my mind at all! Oh, sure, that's your excuse, you know, that you don't have Pokemon that are 7 or 8 levels behind me. That is your fault. And your fault only. Or did I overlevel too much? I don't know. It could be either or. I think I've leveled up just enough, because some of the later portions are going to get a little tough. I think I should go with James and Bluebee for now, just have the water and fire take it on. It'll be a good team for now. I think I'll get an item if I go in here. I can't remember. I think it's the secret room, or is it the main room? I actually don't know. Let's see. It is the main room. Whoops, I made a mistake. Join me next time, guys. This is Mario Central signing off. Whoopsie!